Right, let's do this. Hi everybody! We are back! Spinning Diamonds has been slow.
Well,
Sorry.
no, we've been on holiday.
Well,
we've travelled the universe.
We've travelled through our lives and through our minds and through our bodies and spiritually we have travelled.
That's really deep.
And that leads on to what we're going to be talking about today, which is poetry. And I say that leads on because I was so poetic in my words.
You could have rhymed. You could have done a rhyme, but I'm just
But
saying, you didn't.
I didn't, which is
But
why
it was poetic, so that was
you
nice.
are the poet.
Here I am.
Okay, you all know
no.
Jane. One thing you probably know about Jane, but you might not. You should know because I posted a video.
And I'm highly famous.
You are famous.
I'm famous.
In this room, you're famous. Jane is Jane.
Spoken word artist.
Yeah.
What am I?
I call you a spoken word artist.
Spoken word artist.
Or I say to people she does spoken word. So,
Poet is a title to be gained, I think.
do you feel like you've gained that title?
No, I feel like someone has to give you that title. I'm not asking you to give me that title.
Okay. It probably wouldn't mean much if I gave you that title.
Maybe like Shakespeare would have to come back from the dead and be like, you are a poet. Not Shakespeare, someone else. Rudyard Kipling, maybe.
Is he somebody you hold in esteem as a literary figure?
Rupert Brooke would need to come back and say it.
Oh. Okay, so I've got a few questions I'm going to ask you about that are all to do with spoken word and poetry. Because I want to find out more, and I really enjoy writing, and it'd be really fun for me to feel like when I'm writing, and if I'm writing poetry, that there's something more than just a blah going on. And that's really why I wanted to find out some more. And also because I know it's something that you're extremely good at and passionate about as well. So, first of all, do you have any particular topics that you like to write about?
Yes. I'd say my faith, probably #1 inspiration. That's a common one that I write about. Anything usually visual or like something that really just imagery, like any kind of imagery. So if I see like, you know, loads of beautiful countryside or something like that, that really makes me feel inspired to start writing something. Or just incredible facts about things or people, things that really like blow your mind. I want to sort of, I think I start writing because I want to reiterate the stuff that I'm hearing, like the positive things that I really love in life.
And gives you that clarity.
Yeah, it just makes me able to sort of like paint a picture in my head of be able to like replay the words over and think about them. I
said to somebody the other day, like sometimes for me things aren't real until I write them down.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you're kind of saying the same thing. Like it's a kind of crystallization of your thoughts by putting it on paper.
Yeah.
In that moment, of course, they'll move on and they'll change.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm interested because I've got you to do like reportage poetry a couple of times, which I love. So reportage poetry was like I got Jane to come along to some events and then at the end of the day do a performance which kind of reported back on what was happening during the day at that event. And is that something like, do you enjoy doing it like that, or is it more enjoyable for you when you've had space and time and to kind of process, or something to have jumped out of you from just because it inspires you rather than because somebody's been like, here you go, talk about this stuff?
I think I enjoy both for different reasons. So I think when it's at an event and writing about the event and performing at the end of the day, I think I enjoy the process more than the outcome. So I actually enjoy gathering bits of information, meeting new people, writing about the event and feeling excited about what I'm writing and what I'm going to show them at the end of the day. I feel quite excited about that. Whereas when it's just my own stuff, I mean, it could take me ages to write something. I'll keep coming back to something, like I'll start something and then so the process, I wouldn't, you know, the process, I'm more looking forward to getting to the outcome of it and actually performing it. So having the space to really practice it and, you know, and just go for it. So I enjoy the outcome more.
Do you have a favourite piece that you have performed and written yourself?
My favourite one? I think I go through phases of what I enjoy performing. I think one of my favourite ones is what I did in my theatre company show. Shameless plug again. Hepzibah Theatre Company. So that was written for the piece for Out of the Dust, and it's called Landscapes, and that is about the human body, the universe, the world around us. And you know, I did a lot of research for that, and I think I enjoy performing it because the things that I researched blew my mind, and I enjoy saying it because I'm hoping that other people are like...
Did we record Landscapes?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think it might have been the piece I already posted, but I'll double check.
Okay.
Maybe we'll put it up, so that we can see it. And
I'd say that's probably, at the moment, that's my favourite.
is that the one that
to
talks
perform.
about the fact that like it's amazing that we're here?
Yeah.
And yeah.
That we're miracles, basically.
Yeah.
When you actually look in detail about every part of us.
I really like that. If it's the piece I'm thinking of, I really like it because you pull in lots of science and lots of like it's things that could be quite inaccessible to people, but because it's in the poetry, it kind of pulls out certain things and certain themes, and particularly because it's performance poetry, I think that your emphasis on it or on certain words gives that more clarity. Yeah, I really like that piece as well.
I like it as well for just what you were saying makes me think about like education. If that at a school a teacher could have just said those things and I would have been like blah 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 and been bored. But if there's a way that people can, you know, find their own way of researching something, if students were allowed to just well maybe they are now, but
I'm gonna do a bit of a shameless plug now.
Yes, you should.
So my kind of specialism, I suppose I would say, is around using art to explore science or to explore education. I don't like to limit it just to science, but it's this idea of being able to explore the world around you, I guess, including science, which people think is inaccessible. So I'm particularly interested in that phase of things as well, that idea of it's all about discovery. Like, there isn't really a border between art and science, and we shouldn't put it there.
No.
But, sorry.
Yeah.
I will...
No, it's good. Good.
It's triggering that thought. Okay. Why do you do spoken word poetry instead of just written poetry? Or do you do, you know, is there a place for both for you?
I hope there's a place for both for me. I'm working on shameless plug.
We're doing lots of shameless plugs today. We have to be, because we're vlogging and I've just heard there's new legislation, so we have to make sure that we tell you when we're plugging stuff.
Is that true?
No, what is to do with, not really, it's only somebody's paying us and nobody's paying us.
Okay. We're going to pay loads of money for this.
The Art Science Board Council and Hepzibah Theatre Company.
Absolutely.
This is a pretty studio, what are you talking about?
No, it is a really pretty studio. I was just saying.
You can tell by the way the camera slips gradually as we're recording. Yeah.
What was the question again?
Written versus spoken word.
Oh yeah, so I know I was chatting to a friend of mine who does spoken word, and he was saying that he never writes any of his stuff down. He just he just repeats it to music and learns it that way. Whereas
that's interesting.
I think I have to see things visually to be able to actually replay it through my mouth.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I do write everything down before I actually get to the point of performance. So yeah, I am trying to sort of collect all my stuff that I've done and put it together in a nice, neat
You're going to
book.
like create a compilation book, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do at the moment.
That's nice.
Yes.
Oh, cool. So hopefully we'll see
Absolutely.
some written stuff. And how would you feel if somebody else performed your work?
I don't know actually. I don't think I've had it happen before. Apart from within our company where like
Yeah, I guess.
co-director Ruth, she teaches me dance and I teach her some of the poetry stuff, and then we take bits of our own and teach each other anyway. But I don't think I've seen
That's
anyone...
why I want to be in Hepzibah.
Yeah, well you should.
You heard it here
You
first.
should. It's recorded now, Robert. Yeah, so I don't know how I'd feel. I think I'd be as long as it was something that was done with my permission,
I
someone
would-
wasn't just stealing it, then I'd be quite excited by the fact that someone was doing it. I think it'd be interesting to see that happen.
Oh, it'd be great. Well, not right now, I guess, but like in the future when you get your words down on the page and out there, it'd be really fun to see other people have their take on it.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
put it on YouTube
Yeah,
and then you
that'd
can
be
like
really
link
cool.
back to it. So, because there's lots of accessible themes in your poems. I'm just going to check the camera. Maybe I
Oh, baby!
am! Look up Ruth Brooke. I will.
And speaking lessons. Not really, I don't mean it. I didn't mean it.
I was really eloquent on Jane's channel, so if you want to see me speaking properly,
Watch mine.
go to Jane's channel, which information is in the information box below.